Have you ever felt like your grief was a maze with no exit? Like no matter how hard you tried to move on, the pain followed you through birthdays, holidays, and quiet Tuesday afternoons? You're not alone. For decades, society told us grief had 5 stages. But what if those stages were just the beginning? Today, we're exploring the groundbreaking work of David Kessler, the world's foremost grief expert. He didn't just expand the 5 stages of grief. He gave us a 7th stage that changes everything. A stage where pain becomes purpose and loss becomes a legacy. By the end of this video, you'll have practical tools to navigate all 7 stages of grief and a roadmap to transform your sorrow into strength. Let's begin. The 7 stages of grief. First, let's dismantle a myth. Grief isn't linear. You don't complete denial and unlock anger like levels in a video game. Grief is messy. It loops. It spirals. And that's okay. David Kessler's 7 stages are 1. Denial. 2. Anger. 3. Bargaining. 4. Depression. And 9. Acceptance. 6. Finding meaning. 7. Making meaning. Most people stop at acceptance. But stages 6 and 7, they're where healing becomes transformative. Let's break them down, and I'll give you tools to work with each stage starting today. Stage 1. Denial. This can't be real. Denial isn't just shock. It's the mind's way of saying, I need time to process this. Maybe you've scrolled through old texts, half expecting a reply. Or you've walked into a room, forgetting your loved one is gone. Tool for denial. Grounding in the present. When denial feels like quicksand, plant your feet firmly on the floor. Say aloud, today is calm. I am here. This is real. Write it down. Keep it simple. Denial softens when we gently anchor ourselves in the now. Stage 2. Anger. Why me? This isn't fair. Anger is grief's bodyguard. It shouts so you don't have to feel the deeper ache beneath. You might rage at doctors, God, or even the person you lost. How could they leave me? Tool for anger, the rage ritual. Grab a pillow and scream into it. Crumple paper and hurl it at a wall. Anger needs motion. If that feels too intense, write a letter you'll never send. I'm furious because... Burn it safely. Watch the smoke carry your anger away. Stage 3. Bargaining. If only I had. Bargaining is the mind's desperate plea to rewrite history. If I'd called sooner, they'd still be here. If I pray hard enough, maybe they'll come back. Guilt and what-ifs haunt this stage. Tool for bargaining. The time machine exercise. Write down every what-if swirling in your mind. Then, for each one, add, even if that were true, I couldn't have controlled it. Read it aloud. Grief thrives on false responsibility. This tool helps you lay it down. Stage 4. Depression. Nothing matters anymore. Depression in grief isn't a disorder, it's the soul's deep ache. The world feels colorless. You might cancel plans, sleep too much, or stare at walls. Tool for depression. The 10-minute window. Commit to one tiny act of connection daily, even for 10 minutes. Text a friend, I'm having a hard day. Sit in a park and watch birds. Depression tells you nothing matters. These small acts whisper, something does. Stage 5. Acceptance. This is my new reality. Acceptance isn't getting over it. It's saying, I'll never be okay with this loss, but I'm learning to live with it. Maybe you finally cleared their closet or said their name without crying. Tool for acceptance. The and practice replace, but with and to hold both truths. I miss them terribly, and I laughed today. This pain is real, and I'm still here. This simple word shift lets light coexist with the dark. Stage 6. Finding meaning. Why did this happen? Finding meaning is not looking for a silver lining. It's asking, how has this loss changed me? Maybe you've realized life is fragile, so you're prioritizing relationships. Or you've learned empathy you never had before. Tool for finding meaning. The legacy question. Ask yourself, if my loved one could see me now, what would they want me to learn from this pain? Write down one answer. A grieving father told me, my daughter would want me to help others, so I volunteer at a shelter. Stage 7. Making meaning. How do I live now? This is where grief becomes a force for good. Making meaning is action. It's saying, I'll live in a way that honors this loss. David Kessler calls this love in motion, tool for making meaning, the ripple effect. Choose one small act that mirrors your loved one's values or your own growth. Cook their favorite meal for a neighbor in need. Donate to a cause they cared about. Write a letter to someone else grieving, saying, you're not alone. This isn't about grand gestures. It's about letting love ripple outward, beyond the pain. When grief gets stuck, sometimes grief becomes complicated. You might feel stuck in anger or numb for years. Trauma, guilt, or unresolved conflict often fuels this. All for stuck grief. The unfinished conversation, write a letter to your loss. Say what you never got to. Apologies, regrets, love. Read it to a trusted friend, or read it alone, then bury it under a tree. Secrets lose power when they're set free. Daily practices for all 7 stages. Grief isn't a one-time event. It's a lifelong dance. Here's how to honor all 7 stages daily. A morning ritual. Light a candle and say, today I choose to carry my love, not just my loss. Grief walk. Walk for 15 minutes. With each step, name a stage you feel present. No fixing, just noticing. Evening reflection, journal. Where did I make meaning today? Even a single sentence counts. Your grief is not the end of your story. If you remember one thing from this video, let it be this. Your loss is not a life sentence. With David Kessler's 7 stages, you have permission to grieve deeply and rebuild boldly. You're allowed to miss someone terribly and still find joy, to ache for the past and step into a future where your pain becomes someone else's solace. Your homework? Pick one tool from this video and try it today. And then tell me in the comments, which stage are you working with right now? Let's turn this comment section into a sanctuary of support. If this video resonated with you, share it with someone who needs it. Grief thrives in silence. Let's break that cycle together. For more tools to heal, hit subscribe. You are not alone.